series like this, not dwell on 48 hours earlier and just go with a fresh start, given how the series has shifted back and forth?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, like you said, it's gone back and forth, and you got a day in between to kind of break things down and look at it. But I think it's more just to re-energize and refocus. We had a good meeting yesterday. And it was all positive, and then went over some things this morning as far as what we need to do better, and guys are ready for tonight.
You don't want to take away from your club's aggressive approach. It's been successful all season. How do you straddle that line and stay on the positive side note of the box?
Well, I think it is a fine line, and this series is two teams that want to win and battle hard, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on after whistles and behind the play, and you got to you got to have discipline over emotion, and I think you have to control that. There's so many momentum swings in the game. The way it can go, but there's also individual momentum swings where guys got battles going on with other guys, and you got to be able to turn the other cheek. And if you're dictating the play and we're skating and we have the puck more, then obviously we're in a better position to draw more penalties. And I think that's really the key message for us. We want to take away time and space, but you got to do it the right way, and it's got to be within the rules from our side. So I think that's really the message to our guys, and we understand to a man that it's been a problem, and expect the guys to be better tonight.
One of the things you talked about 5-on-5, you've been able to take away that time and space. That's what was successful up to the last game.
Yeah, and part of that is you get into those games and you have it's especially team games, and there's no flow, and it's tough to get all. We're a 4-line team that likes to roll 4 lines when we can, and establish a four check and play that pressure game. But it's tough when you go from 4-on-4 to killing to a power play, and you got guys that aren't playing a lot, and then all of a sudden we look at the video and we're like, well, we didn't have a very good forecheck, and then you really break it down, you realize, well, you know what, some of these guys didn't have energy because they just spent the last 9 minutes either on the power play or on the penalty kill, and it takes the rhythm out of the game. So I think they want to play 5-on-5 too. I think everybody wants to do that. It's just a matter of finding a way to do it and establishing your game as quickly as possible, and if you get away from it, trying to get it back.
You do a good power play, getting Damon going, and opportunity to shoot from there. And I guess the flip side of that is stay out of the box and not have to kill him all the time.
Yeah, he brings us that element up top. Obviously, Marc-Andre Gagnon is a very good quarterback, and it gives us the 2 units. But if you establish that shot from the top, which he can really bring it, they either have to respect it or it opens up somebody else somewhere. So again, getting some rhythm and some momentum, whether we score or not, getting some good looks on our power play tonight, I think is just as key as scoring a goal.
The term bounce back was said a lot yesterday. Your goaltender, Scott Wedgwood, and his mental capacity and veteran leadership that he brings to this team, obviously in a good spot here heading into this big game 5 tonight.
Yeah, I think it was advantageous to give him a break in the third period. But I expect him to bounce back. I expect everybody to bounce back, really.
Everyone knows what the Marlies depth. What do you say about your depth? You've been putting some guys in as the series has gone on.
Yeah.
Guys people may not know much about.
Yeah, it's been tested, and these guys have come in all year long. We bring in Novak and Black. Kujawinski is an option. LeBlanc's done a good job for us. He is. It's a toughness role for him, but he can play 5-on-5 minutes and has been a big boost to our 4th line. Chris McKelvey's been out injured. He's an option as well. And then obviously we got 3D sitting out that we're comfortable playing. So I think to have the seasons that you had, ourselves, the Marlies included, you need depth. Both teams went through injuries. Both teams went through a lot of call-ups, especially late in the season, and continued to win games. And I think you need that at this level because you go through those times where your lineups are great and everybody's here, and then a combination of whether it be injuries down here, injuries in the NHL, and the call-ups combined, it certainly tests your depth. And both these teams, got here because of it.
Thank you very much for your time.